Welcome to The Explainer. You know the drill, right? You see the ads, you get those mailers. Credit card companies really want you as a customer. But are they actually setting you up for success? Today, we're going to break down the 6 most common mistakes beginners make so you can stay one step ahead of the banks. So let's just get right to it. The big question that's probably on your mind when you see all those tempting offers, are these things actually a trap? And look, the honest answer is, yeah, they can be. But here's the thing. Only if you don't know the rules of the game. A credit card is just a tool, and you can think of this explainer as the user manual the banks kind of forget to give you. Okay, let's dive right in with the very first step you're going to take, applying for a card. It's so easy to get excited, right? You see a good offer and just want to start clicking apply on everything. But hold on, because that's mistake number 1. See, every single time you apply, the lender does something called a hard inquiry. Basically, they're taking a peek at your credit report, and that little peek leaves a mark that sticks around for about 2 years. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because this chart really puts those inquiries into perspective. Too many, too fast can definitely make you look risky. But notice they fall into this new credit slice, which is only 10% of your entire score. The really big pieces of the pie are things we're going to talk about in just a minute. So what's the big takeaway here? You've got to pace yourself. As a beginner, your credit history is short, so applying too often is a huge red flag. Just take it slow. Waiting 6 to 12 months between applications is the safe way to build a really solid foundation. All right, that brings us right to mistake number 2, and you'll see how this all connects. It's about choosing the right card from the get-go. It's not just about getting approved, it's about getting a card that's actually going to work for you. To do that, you have to think about something called opportunity cost. I know, it sounds kind of nerdy, like something from an economics class, but all it really means is asking one simple question. By picking this card, what am I giving up by not picking another one? And this chart, it's the perfect example. The Apple Card looks great with that 2% cash back, right? But when you put it next to something like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you realize you're just walking away from a $200 welcome bonus. That is a huge opportunity cost right up front. So the smart move isn't to just grab the first shiny card you see. You got to have a strategy. Start simple with a good no annual fee card. Build a year of solid payment history. Then you can start targeting the more valuable cards, like the ones from Chase, and really start racking up serious rewards. Okay, so you've got the right card in your wallet. Great. Now we're diving into the big ones, the 3 spending traps. This is where mistakes 3, 4, and 5 pop up, so let's hit them one by one. Mistake number 3 is forgetting this simple and honestly brutal math. You might be excited to earn 1, 2, maybe even 5% in rewards. But the second you carry a balance, that 22% interest rate kicks in and completely wipes out all your rewards, and then starts costing you money. It is a game you just can't win. All right, on to mistake number 4. This one is all about a term you absolutely have to know: credit utilization. This is the second biggest piece of your credit score pie. All it is the amount of credit you're using divided by your total credit limit. The magic number you're aiming for is under 10%. So if you have a $5,000 limit, you want your statement to close with a balance under $500. This shows lenders you're not maxing out your cards to get by. Even if you pay it off in full a few days later, a high reported utilization can seriously ding your score. And that brings us perfectly to mistake number 5, which is falling for a really clever marketing trick, that 0% introductory offer. I mean, it sounds like free money, but trust me, there's always a catch. Look, I get it. It sounds amazing. But here's the reality. Carrying a balance, even at 0%, still pumps up your credit utilization, hurting your score. And it makes it way too easy to spend money you don't really have. Plus, if you miss just one payment or you don't pay it all off in time, boom, you get hit with a mountain of interest. All right, we're at the final mistake, number 6. And this is a big one, folks, because it can impact your financial health for years and years to come. It's so simple, but so many people get it wrong. The absolute key to playing the long game with credit is getting this one concept. Your oldest credit card is one of your most powerful financial tools. Just like the source for this explainer said, an old, no-fee card that you just keep open is like a silent superhero for your credit score. Why? Because length of credit history is a solid 15% of your score. When you close that first no-fee card, you don't see the damage right away. Nope. What you're actually doing is starting a 7 to 10-year countdown until that entire account history just poof, vanishes from your report, dragging your average account age and your score down with it. Okay, but what about those cards with annual fees? What if you're not getting your money's worth anymore? Before you even think about canceling, pick up the phone and call the bank. Ask them if you can downgrade it to a no-fee card instead. That way, you get to keep all that precious credit history without paying the fee. It's a total win-win. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Let's boil this all down. What are the golden rules that make sure you come out on top and not the credit card companies? It really comes down to these 4 golden rules. 1, apply slow with a strategy. 2, always treat your credit card like a debit card or cash. If you don't have the money, don't spend it. 3, pay that balance in full every single month, no exceptions. And 4, never, ever close your oldest no-fee card. If you can master these 4 things, you're not just going to avoid debt, you're going to build a fantastic credit score for whatever you want to do in the future. And that's our explainer. At the end of the day, remember this. A great credit score isn't just a number. It's a tool. It's the key that unlocks your bigger financial goals, whether that's getting a great rate on a car loan or one day the mortgage for your dream house. Thanks for tuning in.